Hey Floss Tube, this is Christy, Salty Stitcher. It is November 24th, and this is Floss Tube 23. This is a channel about cross stitch and sometimes other crafts, but today it'll predominantly be about cross stitch. But first, before we launch into that, I just wanted to wish everyone in the United States a very happy Thanksgiving. And anyone outside the United States who is celebrating. If you're seeing family for the first time, I'm so excited for you, and just be safe traveling. It's probably going to be a busy one this year. So today on the agenda, well, first, this is a new location. I had to take a few days off. So I went out to Palm Desert, played a little golf, sat out by the pool, and overall it has been just a wonderful break here. The resort that I'm staying at is absolutely beautiful. The weather has been spectacular, and I saw my first roadrunner. I don't think they have roadrunners on the East Coast, at least not where I've been stationed or located. But I saw 3 roadrunners yesterday during my round of golf. And they're pretty cool birds, a lot bigger than I expected them to be. But anyway, enough about Palm Desert. I'll post some pictures towards the end. It's mostly of the golf course and of the surrounding mountains, and just 2 spectacular days. 2 to 3 spectacular days. Okay, what's on the agenda today? So first thing, I'm going to go through my WIPS. I predominantly stitched on 2 projects while I was here, but over the last 11 days, I did stitch on a few projects. So I'm going to give you updates on those. So I have a mess surrounding me here on the couch, but we're going to launch into this anyway. So if you're just here for the lions, and I'm referring to my full coverage project, my oldest WIP of the lions. I will start with that. So I think last time you saw the lions, I was working on one of the other pages here. So I've since had a page finish. I think I posted it on Instagram, and I've started working cross country on this page, or this top of the page here, and have filled in a couple colors. So no work on the lions this trip, and I'll show you why here in a few minutes. But this is what the lions look like. So if you're here for the lions, you don't have to wait any longer. There's the lions. It's still working on, let's see, this is the ear. Let's see, so there's a lion here, and there's a lion right here. This is the ear of the 4th lion. So pretty excited working on the next lion. Plan to have a page finish next couple of weeks, a week or 2. I should have another page finish on the lions. Earlier last week, I started We Believe. It was the We Believe Sal by Notorious Needle. I forgot to take this one out of the Q snap, so we'll do that. I can't remember if I mentioned on the last Floss Tube, but I am stitching 2 of these. My husband made a special request for the pattern, and then also I'm stitching one as a gift. So this is the first one. This is on 40 count tiramisu, and this is under the sea fabrics, and I'm just going by part. The Sal has long been over, but from the original date this summer, but I have finished the entire border. And I've finished We Believe in the center, and then I am working on Kindness is Everything. And this is parts 1 and part 2, if you're tracking. This is a since I've been traveling, I did not iron this, but this is a wonderful pattern. I'm sure you've seen it on there, but this is where I'll be heading to. So this is part 3 next. So I intend to finish The Kindness is Everything and then move on to Science is Real. So pretty excited about that. And yep. So 40 count tiramisu. I really love this color of fabric. And then when I start the second one is going to be a little bit more neutral, and it's going to be on traditional stitches, 36 count Zweigart white. So I'll have 2, one on tiramisu, one on white. One will be slightly bigger than the other. So that is the We Believe Sal. The second or the third WIP that I worked on was my We the People. So this is my bring wherever, you know, keep in my backpack, throw in my purse project. It is on a 28 count linen. And I think you've seen my We the People before, but if not, I will show it again. An ode to the preamble to the Constitution. When I last left you, I had completed all of the stars. I had completed, I think, the first 2 stripes. And then since then, I've completed the 3rd stripe, and I've completed Domestic Tranquility, and now I'm working on Common Defense across here, but I have all of the over 2 stitches done, and now I'm working on all the over 1 stitching in the center. This is a good, because there are large blocks of stitching, this is a great, if I have 5 minutes, put a few stitches in. If I'm waiting, put another few stitches in. And easy project to just carry around and have handy and feel like you're being productive. So that is We the People. And I do have my Outlander needle minder here. And if anyone out there are Outlander fans, Diana just released the 9th book in the series, Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone. So shameless plug for Outlander there. If there are any Outlander fans, go ahead and leave me a comment out there. I'm always surprised at how different kind of hobbies and interests collide, especially in the cross-stitching world. So yeah, We the People and a little Outlander. Who knew? Who knew that those went together? But if you're following the story, you actually know that they do. And I'll just leave it at that. No spoilers. Okay. Yeah, this is the next. Okay. So this is going to be a surprise to a lot of people, because last time I talked about this pattern, I was just supremely frustrated with how it was stitching. It was really hard to stitch, predominantly because it used petite treasure braid, rainbow gallery thread. And I was using 2 threads of it, and I don't know, you guys may like this, but it was just giving me a real hard time. So the pattern that I'm talking about, so I put it aside. I didn't know whether I was going to ever go back to it. But I pulled it out for this trip. And after a day or 2 here, after relaxing, I was able to pull it out and give it another shot. So the pattern that I'm talking about is Anchors of the Kingdom. It is a really cool pattern. I love this pattern. I think hindsight, I would have tried to change out the threads, but I did buy a thread pack. So I was kind of determined to use that thread. So last time we chatted, I had some of the border done and I had a few of the anchors. But this week I put a lot of effort into it. and tried to finish the border. I ran out of the black, had to order some more black. So then when I ran out of black, I moved on to some of the other colors and the accents. So you can see just a lot of the anchor chains. So there are many anchors, as you can see, and all of them have little anchor chains in different colors. So I've been working on the anchor chains, and when the black comes in, I'll get to stitching on all of the black anchors. But most of the accenting is done. I made it all the way through the pattern. I'm on pages 3 and 4 down at the bottom, and I'm just working on all of the accents. So then when the black comes in, I can just go ahead and stitch all of the black. So I think we've come to an understanding on this project. So Anchors of the Kingdom by Karen Kluba, Rosewood Manor. I think I'm done fighting it, and we're just gonna finish stitching and put this away. Okay, my last, still looking over here. Okay, my last WIP. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I just posted a progress pic this morning. So the last one is Hawaiian Bookmark. It is my own design, and just trying to finish this stitch up. I designed it using sulky threads. So one thread of sulky on Fortnite fabric, 32 count. It's a 32 count even weave from Fortnite Fabrics. And the last time we chatted, I had just had pretty much part of this lay. And this is where I am now, where I'm about 50 to 60% complete. And I just love how this is turning out. I love big and bold colors. If it has to do with the ocean, if it has to do with Hawaii, palm trees, flowers, I mean, I'll stitch it year round. So I know I'm a little out of season. I probably should be showing you Christmas stuff, but I'm still stitching, still in summer. My mind is still in summertime. So this is the Hawaiian Bookmark on 32 count, even weave, Fortnite fabric, sandy bottom with sulky thread. Love it. Okay. So those are all of my WIPs. Really excited about how the lines are coming, how We Believe is coming. Some plans. I think some plans in the coming week. I really want to finish the Hawaiian Bookmark, so I'll be working on that. I also want to get as far as I can on Anchors of the Kingdom, do that. And next week, after Thanksgiving, I'm going to run through my plans for December, which involve my Advent calendar. And I showed that on a previous Floss Tube, where each day on my calendar, I use the Sprocket printer. Some of you know what have the HP Sprocket. I printed out a picture of every WIP in my inventory, and I shuffled all of it up and then put it on the back of a little Advent calendar day. And I don't know what order they are in. I have not looked. So each day I'm going to pull the day. So on December 1st, I'll pull the first card, look on the back and see what that WIP looks like, or see which WIP I chose and work on that WIP for that night. And usually each night I can get around 300, 400 stitches in. If it's a really good night, a fast night, or an easy project, I can get 500 stitches in. So each night I'm going to try and get a couple hundred stitches in each WIP. And I have no idea what order it's in. I included all of my full coverage projects, so there's some that I haven't touched in a little while, so it's pretty exciting that I'll get to pull those out. With all the color changes, I'm not sure I'll get a couple hundred stitches in, but it should be fine to put my hands on every single WIP in December. And then at the end of December, I'm ready for WIPGO 2022. I'm going to roll right into WIPGO. And I do have my WIPGO board. I just don't have it ready to show you just yet. There are a few projects that I want to start prior to the end of the year, and I want to include those on the WIPGO board. So as soon as I have the board, I will share that with you. Maybe that is for next week's video. But until then, I wanted to keep this short. I know everyone is running a million miles a minute, either going somewhere or prepping to host. So I'm going to keep this video short. And my final subject for today's video is a shop announcement. So we're coming up on Black Friday, we're coming up on Cyber Monday, and at least in my Etsy store, it is Cyber Week. So if you've been waiting to purchase any of my patterns, any of my needle minders, any of my scissor fobs, everything in my store is 20% off, and that started yesterday. And should, I want to say, run through the 2nd of December. So go ahead and if you visit my website, everything links to my Etsy store, or you can go to my Etsy store, Salty Stitcher Designs, and everything is 20% off. So I think that is it. Just to recap, if you're an Outlander fan, go ahead and throw it in the comments. I'd love to find my Outlander stitchers out there. If you have any questions about my original patterns or my full coverage, feel free to ask me. And I think that's it. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving.